Got my new intake boot that's going on today as well. Hopefully everything will be able to get started up today. Here's my ghetto rig snorkel. You guys want to check that out? It's a better angle. Had to zip tie. My old zip tie was cutting into the plastic and created a big gap there, so I just taped it off with some duct tape. I don't know if this thing could look more ghetto, but it works fairly well. And that's running down underneath. I don't know if I can get a shot of that. Right into there, and then that runs down underneath the car body, and there's the circle right there. You can kind of see the wire I've looped around right here, and that's where that hooks up. I've had these on for about 8 years now. A couple rocks, maybe wind, have come in and broken this side. It's held up extremely well over 8 years. Love my mesh grill. I got new fog lights though now. Got the factory fog, so this stuff is coming out anyway. And I got some new mesh grill, which I will probably mesh grill off this area. And hopefully we'll do something with this. Haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do there yet. So that's the powder coating. Looks really good, huh? I like it. I can't complain. Well, I got the video camera out. I might as well show you guys the interior. Ripped off the carpet panel. See how horrible that looks. That's my housing that is burnt to a crisp. I put in aftermarket bulbs and now they're melted to the housing. It's my Dragon floor mats, Dragon seat cover, which I really love the design of this. See, there's a hole, cigarette hole, just burns right through. This is really comfortable stuff. I love my seat covers. And here's the 96 cup holders in my 95. Looks pretty good. Also got a new ashtray, flip ashtray with that. Here's all my white painted stuff. That's where it's starting to chip. And here's a lot of oxidation pitting from the sun. I live in Florida, so it hasn't held up too well because I put a clear coat on, but I painted this before I learned how to wet sand, and I really should have wet sanded this. Some of this came out really good, but it's so thick that I lost the texture on it. It's orange peeled real bad. I'm going to end up redoing this whole thing. There's the kick plate down there. It looks pretty dirty. One thing I've learned is that I can clean that right up with some 409. It ends up taking a little bit of the paint off with it, but it'll white up real good. My hood latch, this thing broke off. I need to get a new hood latch. This button here was for my undercar lighting, which got ripped off during a tropical storm. Hate tropical storms. That switch there is for my interior lighting. I also have a light in the trunk. Oh, that's my new dome light. LEDs. That's pretty much it. Oh, I even painted my rear view mirror white. That has not held up at all. I don't recommend painting your rear view mirror. Live and learn. Here's an example of the trying to restore, refinish my, I don't know what you would call these door guards. This one is, actually I'll show you the other side because I have not finished yet. Okay, this is the factory door guard. This was black. Shiny plastic, almost plastic looking. This is after a wet sand. Yeah, it's got some rust on there because I waited so long. It's got flash rust because there's aluminum behind there. This is the factory primer. It's kind of got a green tint to it. So during the restoration process, I went from this to this, and then after the initial paint, you get this, which is the flat black paint. I have not wet sanded yet. This it's kind of pathetic. I go from one step to the next and I never finish one, but it's kind of neat that I can show it all off. Just painted flat black. This step I wet sanded and put a rubbing compound on. Let me see if I can show you the difference there. There is a difference in the orange peel. You can see the orange peel in that one. In that one there's not. That's the difference with wet sanding and a rubbing compound. Looks much better. I think that's about it.